Hey, YouTube. Hey, Jeremy. What's going on? Oh, Jesus, my Jesus. Well, I'm waiting to see more people come on. I know last night, when I was online, I waited, and I want to say it was like a little bit over 10 minutes. So I just, made some phone calls. Then y'all came on. Well, anyway, I'm gonna start in a few minutes. Let me wait to see who else comes on. But what's going on? What you been up to? Hey, two people. Come on, say hey. I want to see who I'm talking to in the chat. Unless Dorian, you on here. Up, 3 people. All right. Well, let me. Man, it was ready as much as I could be. There ain't much going on, especially with Thanksgiving. I'll work later that night at 10 o'clock, from 10 p.m. till I think they said 6:30. Hey, Golden One Text. I never seen you before. If you're a new subscriber, I appreciate it and give the thumbs up. But anyway, so the SBA is they still have that grant that I had was talking about, the $10,000, but mine was a form of a grant when I applied. And so yesterday I was talking to my sister and my cousin. So I went on there. I helped my sister. I went and applied. It's the same process. The application process is still the same when you first got the grant. Same application, whatever. It's not even that long. But rather than them calling the grant, they just simply say it's an advance loan. But the difference is you don't have to pay it back. You don't have to pay back the grant either. They just simply called it the advance loan, but it's actually a loan, same kind of with a different set of criterias, and you don't have to pay it back. So go online, sba.gov. Let me put the link. Hold on, let me get the link. I am. All right, I'm back. Okay, I put the link in the chat, and it is the advance. Well, it'll take you straight to the application process when if you click on the link. So basically, it will tell you the criteria. Basically, it was the same as the first time. Fewer than 500 employees. You had a loss of revenue. um, Self-employed or independent contractor. So for those who did not were not able to apply when it was offered, it's not too late. The only difference between is the wording. So when you read it, like when I read it yesterday, and I was telling my sister, and I went through her application process, and then I told my cousin because she asked me, she had brought it up. So and the Ely Advance basically is the same thing, same process, same criteria when it comes to the process of filling it out. But don't get confused between PPP loan and the other micro loans that the SBA. Oh, excuse me. Don't get confused between the SBA micro loans. This is still part of the still part of somewhat of the stimulus or the CARES Act, but it has always been administered by the SBA. So the link will guide you to it says advanced Ely, and it's going to say loan, but it's a request that you could submit, and you don't have to pay back the loan. So, but just to let y'all know, because I know I spoke to a couple people, or maybe really one particular person, and I told them it was too late for the when it was for the grant. But then when I looked it up, it's still um, it's still offered, but it's simply um, switched up and changed a little bit. The criteria is a little bit different, but I'm gonna call this person and maybe they'll answer the phone. I don't know, but it's still there. It's still available. Just go ahead, click on the link, read about it. You know, but I would say please hurry up. It only takes a couple minutes to apply. Make sure you have your 2019, 2020 return. Enter the numbers, from the Schedule C, and then follow up with your email because you would just simply authorize the SBA to. They also do a credit check. They won't do a credit check, but it's not a hard credit. They will look at your credit report. One is to make sure you're the person who you say you are, and make sure none of these shenanigans are going on. But it's available to apply. It's going to say a form of a loan, but it's a loan that you do not have to pay back. Now, you know how the government is. They'll offer, they'll have the same program. A few months later, they'll switch up the wording, but it's still the same thing, But hurry up and apply. And then there's some other programs too. I don't really discuss the other ones, the Shutter program, the Venture, because I don't think too many of y'all are in entertainment. So I don't really discuss that. But that is also still available. But yeah. And if you're in the low income area, and the link will have a map You put in your address. There's also the additional $5,000. So if you're in the low income, you may be able to get the full $15,000 like I got. So there's still a little bit of hope, y'all. Hey, Twist and Locks. Hey, I thought you were supposed to be leaving out of town. Yep. So don't say, oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know. You know, remember I told y'all. And what's the worst thing that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is you didn't qualify. But if you did, it's not how long you've done it's not based on how long you've done it. As long as you worked or um, operated the business, Uber Eats, Grubhub, whatever, in 2019. Let me look and get the exact date. Hold on, because I wish I knew how to share the screen while you're on YouTube, but let me look at something real quick. Okay, y'all. Oh, okay. Well, I thought so. I was like, wait a minute. You said you supposed to be going out of town. All right, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this little summary in the. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put it in the description once I download the video. I guess I could put it in the chat, but let me see what it's gonna. So this is. Oh shoot! I got too much things stuck up in my keys. Oh, you know what? Let me just summarize it. The advanced targeted ED advance provides funds of up to $10,000 for applicants who are in a low income community. And there's a link to a map. I'll put this in the description. Must be in a low income community to qualify. So SBA encourages potential applicants to check the map to see if they meet the low income apply. You have to demonstrate more than 30% reduction in revenue during the 8-week period beginning on March 2nd, 2020 or later, such as profits to confirm a 30% reduction and have 300 or fewer employees. So I'll put all this in the description box when I take this out the chat. So that's how that is. So you do not have to pay it back. Now, they will run the credit check, but it's not like a regular credit check. So don't worry or don't be concerned or get something like, oh, it's going to affect my credit or whatever. But, oh, shoot. You know what? I'm trying to crack this dang walnut. So, so it's not too late, y'all. But I would say hurry up and do it, you know. So if you was working between that date that I just mentioned, and a lot of y'all was doing, still doing Uber Eats and Grubhub and everything else, um, it's not about how much money you made, but you have to have started between that date, March 2020 to the present. So, um, what else is there? Oh, okay. Let me tell y'all. Let me show y'all what I got. Stupid thing. My kit came from Forward. And the only thing is in here is a oximeter. Well, they gave me this thing. You could check your blood pressure. This digital thermostat. You got to put your address in there, not just the zip code. And this, come on. And this other oximeter. I'm trying to take it out. Well, let me show you. This oximeter. So I was able to take and put my numbers in there because tomorrow at 3:00, do computer. They're gonna go over my lab work and my numbers and stuff. But one of the things, they just couldn't register my oximeter, oxygen thing. You put this thing on your finger, and I was like, so I had to take a guess. So, but anyway. Well, put your actual address, not just the zip code. Because you could be across the street from a condos and $500,000 condos or whatever and live across the street, and it makes a big difference. Because when you look at the map, when I look at the one for Georgia and I put my address and my house address and stuff, less than tenths of a mile, I'm in Gwinnett County, like near they say Centerville or Snellville. It's really Centerville, but then it goes into Snellville. But that's not in, if I was just right up the street, not even a mile, and I lived in Centerville or Snellville, that they didn't consider that low income. But where I lived in DeKalb County, there was a lot of pockets that had white, and then there was, so within those pockets, they would consider it low income, and some was high income. So, but that's only for the additional $5,000. You could still apply for 10,000, but the extra 5,000 is for low income. So you may want to, don't put the zip code in. You could put a zip code in, and a zip code covers a large area. 30087, and you put your you could live in one section of an area and it's not considered low. But then you could live in one area, it's all based on your physical address. So, but I would show it and demonstrate that, but I don't have this live stream. I don't think they let me do it on here. Let me see if there's anything. Create a poll. Hey, let me create a poll. Let me see. Come on. Hey, wait a minute. I thought I did a poll. What happened to my poll thing? Let me see. Tell me if y'all see the poll in the chat. If y'all don't see it, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Anywho's, well, I don't know. I would just check again. You never know. But like I said, that's it is that's the additional 5,000. And they ain't gonna reconsider it either because first of all, Clarkston and Scottsdale, that little small area where I do believe I knew where you live or at least the area. Man, they've been building up those expensive apartments and houses over there, and I haven't been on that. I haven't even driven by there in a minute. Because when I go to the Cab Farmers Market, I just I get on 78 and go through Decatur. But if I was to go through the back way, going through that side entrance, not entrance, but that side with Ponce de Leon Avenue or whatever, with that Section 8, whatever that disgusting looking apartments. And then as you go down parallel to the train tracks, that's what, Clarkston? Well, parts of it Clarkston and parts of it Scottsdale, whatever. Now that area has been a little bit going through some things for a long time, but I haven't gone through there lately, so I don't know, but I know I heard through the grapevine they was gonna build some tiny houses or something or somewhere around there. I don't know where exactly, but that area is going through transition and people buying up those buying up those houses and areas and stuff. But as you get closer to Decatur side, going down, right as you get off 78, right before you turn to go to the Cab Farmers Market, where that Walmart is, that Suburban Lounge. I remember that area used to be torn down, whatever. It was like, those Indian people live around there. And I remember when they were first trying to put that Walmart, and they was like, no Walmart, and they were trying to protest. It was years. And then in those last 10 years or so, I saw that thing transition. I knew that was going to change. Oh, you did? Y'all gonna take my poll or y'all just not gonna do it? Oh, it's only one person on here now. I don't know what happened to everybody else. So I know they had torn down that Suburban Lounge and all that. It was those things were boarded up, closed up, and I know people who lived in those old looking houses right along that way. And a lot of people had to move because the people who had the land or had those old houses back in the day, I guess they just, when that economic downturn started to happen back in 2007, but it was before that it was going down, and they just bought up bought up there, built that Walmart, the LA Fitness, and all those stores and stuff. Shoo. And there were no white folks living over there either. It was there were no black folks living over there, but it was, I remember. See, that's what I'm saying. You have to see. That's why I'm not so quick to. Hey, Shelly Shell. There's only two of y'all in here, so see. That's why I wasn't so quick. I ain't gonna be so quick to get rid of my house, even though I'm behind on my HOA fees. And then you know what? I just opened up a letter today when I was cleaning up. They fined me $150 because I painted that door blue and I didn't get approval. I was pissed. Because I painted that door blue, that brand new door I bought a few months ago, I just opened the letter. I've been piling up the mail and stuff, and they fined me because I supposed to get approval, talking about it. You're supposed to be consistent to the community and did that, and whatever. I was like, you know what? I got the email from the okay. Just like I was telling y'all, if y'all missed the brief overview I gave, it's not it's you could it's not a grant, but the SBA is offered the advanced ELE, and people, it is not too late to apply. It's still the same. I don't even know why they said they changed it. They call it advanced ELE, but it's the same criteria, and it's a loan, and they say you don't have to pay it back. But the SBA always administered. They administered the grant when I got it. The SBA administered. They was the ones who was processing when I applied for the grant and got it. So that's in their whatever realm. But I don't know. I guess you know how the government is. But like I said, when they start offering stuff and they offer it, and you see how they didn't promote it like they did the last. Well, they ain't really promoted like the last time because people were doing foolish stuff. Applying for PPP. Don't apply for the PPP loan. It's still, you still see it. So don't even mess with that. I told my sister, I helped her put the application yesterday, and I told her, and oh, you took the poll. Now how do I put it? Oh, I see it now. 50% yes. Uh-oh. I can't even, how am I supposed to read the poll? Oh, here it is. 50% yes, 50%. There's only two of y'all. Live down where? You talking about when it was the suburban lounge where that where the Walmart is? No, see, when I remember being in the suburban lounge, that was already been abandoned. People were living there at one point for years, whatever. Then those people got displaced, and that's when they tore down the suburban lounge and all those abandoned looking things around there and cleaned it up. And then that's when Walmart was going to come and open up, and people had those signs for years. No Walmart, no. Had this, and it took a little minute before they had put that Walmart up there. But anything that happened in DeKalb County when it comes to going to the meetings, voting, they're gonna say no, we're not gonna do it. and they turn around and do it anyway. Just like they put that Amazon up the street from my house, that big old Amazon, even though technically it's on the Gwinnett County side of the line. So, but they fought that for a good while. They fought that for a good while, you know. And they built it up and put it back up anyway. They put it up and built, had LA Fitness and they had Chick-fil-A, they got Aldi's, you know. They had all those houses and stuff right along that path. I remember seeing some of those houses and people were living there. They were living in there. And people lost those houses too because it was really people were buying the houses and renting it out and people were living there. And when those people who lived anywhere along that, and it's just a cut too. I've been through there. I used to deliver food and groceries and stuff, and those people rented the houses, and whoever those investors who bought those houses back in the early 2000s, going into the recession before it went down to 2008. Before it started taking a dip, people came in there and bought them up. But thank you for taking the poll. Even those two of y'all. But like I said, go ahead and apply for the loan. The SBA advance is in the link. It's right there in the link. It'll take you there. And it will do a credit check for sure. But that's for identity purposes to make sure. And I think there's other reasons why they dig with the credit check, but it's not a hard credit, so. All right. I don't know where y'all at, but I was gonna see if anyone else was coming on here. I guess people just like I ain't coming on here no more. So who knows? Well, because of the holidays too. So yep. So I will be working tomorrow. I was finally able to get accepted to an extra shift. And anytime you have work overtime, it's double pay. So I get paid double pay tomorrow. I'm going to be working from 10 o'clock p.m. until 5:30 a.m. So it shouldn't be that bad. That shouldn't be too bad. So all of a sudden they got all these available shifts opening up. All of a sudden I knew they were going to do that. And I do believe that a lot of people there, they're going to work during the holiday season. And then after that, I think a lot of people would then be quitting or leaving. But we'll see what happens. So I have the doctor come to the online. That's at 3 o'clock. They go over my blood work and all my lab results and all the whatever, and then um, see what kind of plan they're gonna give me once they go over these numbers. So, but yeah, Shelly, let me show you. I didn't show you the kit. You were here. So this is the thing they sent me in the mail. Oh, came today. This kit, the blood pressure. The thing to check your blood pressure or whatever. A digital thermostat, and this is a oximeter. You're supposed to put it on your finger, and it's supposed to. But the mine didn't work. So I had to guess. So I'm gonna tell them tomorrow. I said this thing didn't work when I put it on my finger and stuff. And then the lab work was done last week. So I'm supposed to log on tomorrow, and then I'll be like, it's like a Zoom. The doctor will be on the screen, and then I'll be there talking, and then they'll go and pull up all the numbers, like I was there, and everything. So, but I still want to go to that office physically, at the office, and walk in and actually go in there and go in there. It's supposed to be the same process. So this is it right here. This. So I put it on my finger, turn it on. They say you're supposed to keep still. Oh, now it worked. Let me go back in the app. I'm going to go back in the app. This is the app. Ooh. Dang. I wanted to go back and put the numbers in there. I took a guess. Nah, they won't let me go back. You know what? I'll tell them tomorrow. I'm going to tell them that when I tried to do it, it didn't register, but now it did. So I'm going to see if they could change and update the number for this. Yep. So all of this is included with the membership. So they give you these kits so you could do it from your house versus having to go down there. But I still want to go. I'm still going to drive down there and go. So I'm hoping that they did this do it this way so that way I could make an appointment on the app to make a visit. So you can have number of visits. They said there's no waiting room. So when you get there, you step on this this big old screen, which is supposed to take your weight and all your figures and stuff. And so then I have my doctor's appointment with the regular doctor. Well, not regular, with Dr. Benjamin. She's nice, but I don't. So what does this thing say? November 30th, 10:15, Dr. Benjamin, Rockbridge Road, blah, blah, blah. They got the nerve. If you miss your appointment, there's a fee. But yet you got to wait months to make an appointment. How they gonna, they kill me. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna do since I finally figured out how to share my screen and record the screenshot. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it today when I get off of this chat and how the app works and show y'all. I'm gonna do in the app. Yeah, it's real nice though. But I really want to see um how this biometrics and all this, all this high tech technology works. You know, based on your blood work, your numbers, and everything, and they pull up. I want to. That's what I would be interesting to see. That would be something. All this high tech when you go into the doctor, and you know, that's very interesting. I see. Wait a minute, you're back on here. Y'all just abandoned me. Okay. I'm gonna see if y'all come on back in a minute. I'm gonna stay in a couple more minutes. See if y'all came back. Um, yeah. When I looked on YouTube and people who already had this membership, and they said it was real. It was real nice and sophisticated in how they go about people's health and stuff. Let me see if there's anything else on here. So the instructions tells me for my online at-home baseline visit at 3 p.m. I go to member.goforward.com. Review your medical history, review your biometrics and lab results, and develop a personalized preventive plan. Hmm. I wonder if anything is there now. Let me see. Okay, I went online, but it'll probably pop up tomorrow. But I still want to go to that office, so I hope. I hope. Now I don't know why they told me. I had sent them an email. I said, "Wait a minute, y'all say y'all gonna open in the fall," and I sent them a good old email. I've been waiting since February, and they gonna talk about, "Oh, sorry, apologize. We're gonna be open up in the beginning of next year and this that." Next, I got the information about the in-home visit kit and all that stuff. And so it would be nice. It'll believe only two people took the vote. Two people voted in the poll. Duh. I guess I should have asked the question differently. I said, did you do gig work in 2020 and 2021? Now I know a lot of people, well, not a lot, but a lot of people who subscribe to my channel who's been with me when I was doing all the gig work 4 years ago. At this point, I know a lot of people had dropped off from doing it altogether at this point. So I wouldn't be surprised. All right, y'all. It's 46 minutes, so I don't want to lose the message. So thank y'all for coming on. Please comment, share, and subscribe. And if you have any other questions in regards to the SBA, let me know or you give me a call. All right. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll be working tomorrow night at 10 p.m. So I'll be on here in the evenings before I go to work. So, all right. Talk to y'all later.